One man came out to his family and friends on his 36th birthday, and guess what? Rainbows and unicorns came. Pride and inspiration next when Adobo Nation at Home continues. Mga Kanation, Joseph Alcantara has been a global marketer and communications specialist for 2 decades. He's an expat and a citizen of the world who has lived in 4 countries and set foot in 44 others. A passionate newbie in book writing and publishing, he breaks new ground as an author with his first book, Rainbows and Unicorns Came, Happiness After Coming Out, which chronicles his journey as a gay man and how he proved that love can truly win. Joseph, it's so nice to welcome you to Adobo Nation. Congratulations on the new book. Alam mo naman, bagay na bagay ang story mo ngayon for June, which is, just a day away. And of course, it's Pride Month all over the world. And it's also a very special month for you, which we'll learn in a little bit. So welcome to Adobo Nation.
Thank you so much, Ginger. And thanks for having me in your show today.
Of course, unahan na kitang batiin Happy Pride, and your story is very, very a happy one. And we want to first start things off with this incredible engagement that you had. You and your fiance Ryan got engaged at the 50th World Pride in New York City last year, and hindi lang yon. That's not what makes it all, super special. It's because it was actually done through the Netflix series Queer Eye for the Straight Guy with the Fab Five themselves. Can you tell us how that happened?
Honestly, Ginger, I just randomly emailed Queer Eye and asked them if they'll be open to a fan proposing to the love of his life at their float during their Pride event without expecting anything. I know it's just, I'm just taking a big chance. And days after, I got an email from Netflix saying that they want to talk to me. And the Fab Five, the guys, are very excited to be part of the journey and to be our fairy godfathers, and for them to really help us out in the engagement proposal. And the rest became history.
Hats off to Queer Eye's production team there to make dreams come true. No, I can't wait to see what's in store for your guys' actual wedding. Kung engagement pa lang ganyan ang level, it'll be hard to beat, but I'm sure you guys are going to be able to do it. We're really talking today because we want to focus on the new book that you actually began before that very special incredible engagement that you had, but actually only recently finished, during the pandemic. Tell us about the very personal stories and the very personal journey that you shared in this book, and what actually motivated you to share when you did.
Yeah, I think one of the key highlights in my life, I just celebrated my 40th birthday last March, and then I came out to my family and friends very late in life. I was 36 years old. That was only 4 years ago. I had my personal struggles, my personal challenges growing up in a very conservative family back home in the Philippines, and also having that stigma that being gay is bad, that it's a disability, that it's sin, that it's liability, and it makes you less of a person. So I had a lot of painful journey before I eventually came to terms with who I really am and made the most out of it. And what really triggered me to write the book is that I know that I am not alone. I know that there are a lot of people out there who might be experiencing the same kind of difficulty, depression, and challenges.
Why do you take so much pride in the tribe that you're a part of? To share with us some of the things that you really love about being a member of the LGBTQ community.
For me, this community is built from inner strength, deeper understanding, and a love for the advocacy for the rights for equality and magnified love. After being part of the oppressed, always being discriminated against, we experience a lot of biases in our lives. The beauty of being part of this community is that we found ways to be successful. We found ways to accept the challenges and again, to make the most of our situation. And I think I've also highlighted in the book my role models, the likes of Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple, who's an openly gay man. Look at Ellen DeGeneres, Anderson Cooper, Neil Patrick Harris, Ricky Martin, and the list goes on. These are very successful people who really show the world that being part of the LGBTQ plus community is something that you can all be proud of, because there's a deeper purpose, a deeper meaning, and everyone can follow their footsteps, because at the end of the day, we're all equals and love should bind us all together.
And on that note of inclusivity, you speak about your book as being an inclusive one. Tell us why everyone should read it, not just members of the LGBTQ community, but why you purposefully made this relatable to everybody.
Yeah, it's for everyone, because I believe that everyone deserves love and happiness. And for me also, in the book, you would see that there are stories that are not just about the coming out part of my life, but also I've highlighted things about embracing health and fitness, financial independence, world travel, career development, building positive relationships. And I summarized it in 4 P's, which basically would be positivity, passion, purpose, and people. And I think everyone deserves to know what that is. Everyone deserves to embrace that. And everyone would have to live a life that's full of purpose and meaning.
Wonderful. It sounds like there's a lot that's jam-packed into Rainbows and Unicorns. I definitely want to quickly make sure that we keep in touch and we keep posted on the plans for Joseph and Ryan. I know there's a pandemic going on. Is there a special date for the big day, or is that getting pushed back?
That's the beauty about the pandemic, to be very honest, Ginger. I always look at things on the brighter side, which again, by the way, is the reason why I've managed to finally publish this book. During the last 4 weeks, I've managed to put everything together after putting that on hold for probably more than 2 years. And I've managed to self-publish it through Amazon, which is also the reason why Ryan and I are, planning things in terms of our marriage, in terms of the dates, in terms of moving together. But we're taking everything one day at a time, because at the end of the day, we need to find ways to cope with the situation and to take things positively.
Well, that's always a great way to look at things, Joseph. Let's make sure our viewers know how they can get their hands on your book. Go ahead and tell us your socials as well, so people can keep posted on what's going on.
Yeah, so to everyone watching, please get a copy of Rainbows and Unicorns Came Late, Happiness After Coming Out. It's available on Amazon. It's on either Kindle or paperback, so feel free to get one or both. And you can also follow me in my journey through my socials. Follow me on Facebook, Joseph Alcantara. And for Instagram, it's at Fly with Joseph. And I'm, by the way, very much open to collaboration and partnerships, especially for those purposeful organizations that are advocating for the LGBTQ plus community. Please feel free to email me on joseph.alcantara.author@gmail.com.
Awesome stuff, Joseph. Maraming salamat for your time. Congratulations once again on the epic engagement, and of course, we couldn't be happier for you and the happiness that really exudes from you. I can feel it over the Zoom lines. Rainbows and Unicorns may have come late, but they are in full bloom.
Definitely. And I wish you the same, Ginger. Thank you very much.
All right, Joseph. Salamat. We'll chat again soon. Samantala mga ka-nation, balik muna tayo kay JC.